Hey, friends, we are fearless. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Frances Young, and we are here on another Fearless Short. This episode was recorded on a new moon on September 2nd, which is Labor Day in North America. The new moon happens to be in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is a zodiac sign that simply once it is said, everybody kind of gets a twitchy eye. Even myself, Virgo. I say that actually with some, for me, excitement and kind of like, what's that little nugget of distaste that we ultimately always have with a Virgo? Virgo is the most particular, yet open to growth of all of the zodiac signs. Virgo, we think of Excel spreadsheets. We think of color-coded markers and perfectly underlining every title page and dating every single document in order to, yes, be organized, because we got to know where shit is in life, but to ultimately be the most efficient. Don't we want that? I have always loved Virgos. My dad was a Virgo. And I have a very Virgoian stellium going on in my birth natal chart. I don't really know why everybody has a bad rap about Virgos and September. It's when we come back to ourselves. We've just had this beautiful, expansive summer. This year, we had a lot of energy playing around with us in August with a bunch of retrogrades. Blah, 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 blah. Go listen to a previous Fearless Short to get that rundown. September comes around and there's a certain side of people are like, oh, damn, that was fun. I don't want the fun to be over. Then there's another side of us that's like, oh yeah, I should crack down on this. Or it's time to go back to school. Or it's time to just get things in order. Insert X thing I need to organize and put on a new Excel spreadsheet. This new moon, this time of reorienting and coming back to ourselves and maybe also having a moment of rest, as new moons typically come with rest. It's opposite Saturn, the planet of foundation, karma, and in some ways restriction, but it's getting us to restrict on purpose to lay a better foundation if a better one needs to be relayed. This new moon of intention is opposite us trying to be given a new foundation in our spiritual realms, our spirituality, the ways in which we see the collective. The planet of Saturn is currently in the sign of Pisces. Pisces is the exact opposite sign to Virgo. Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces is the 1 foot in this world and the 1 foot out on purpose. And there's some tension here with this new moon for me. This will be interesting because I cannot wait until this Fearless Short gets released because it will be much closer to the first full moon lunar eclipse that we will have in the sign of Pisces in the middle of September. I am already on the edge of my seat for wondering what in another 2.5 weeks from what everyone lays in their life of reorganizing starts to already have an accumulation of something as eclipses and eclipse season, which we're heading into right now. Hold on to your seats, folks. Time is, in air quotes, speeding up. Reality is not going to make sense overall, probably until post-US election in about mid-November. Anything that you need to get organized right now in another 2 weeks may look completely different, which is totally okay. Be ready to get amazed for the things that you know you've already been needing to get organized when you were seeing some things hit the fan in the middle of August. That little rant was just to open up yourself to this time that is so important as we come towards the fall equinox in the Northern Hemisphere, of giving you the permission to take it at your own pace this time, to take it at your own pace. As much as there can be chaos, there's also a lot of stillness within the way the world feels like it's moving, even in your own moment of your own personal world and reality. You can come back to yourself. The Fearless short that I released at the end of August, I started to read the 64 gifts of the I-Ching. The 64 gifts of the I-Ching are a facet of human design. These are all gifts that are within everyone. However, only certain ones will be elected for yourself due to your particular birth date and time. I started with gift number 7, which I wanted to entitle The Valedictorian. Today, I'm going to read gift 10. Thinking about it makes me just this overjoyed, emotional, non-emotional, thinking about this gift, who in my life has this gift, and that I happen to also have it. Gift 10 is located in the G center. So if you are currently looking at a human design graph, that is the diamond in the middle. The G center is a chakra that's represented in human design that is literally connected to what is called the crystal of consciousness, which, on getting in the nerdy side about human design, is actually this crystal, legitimately, of dark matter that is somewhere within a human soul and human body. It may sound a little out there, but legit, it's a real thing. We're going to get past this moment of me trying to justify why I think that this is real and that you should believe that it's real. Gift 10, depending on what system you look at, where you Google in the internet, is called the love of life. Having recently spoken and have been brought energies in my life that have gift 10 very prominently in their charts, very prominently in their energy besides my own, it happens to be where my North Node or ultimate soul destiny, where I'm supposed to go and head in life, is gift 10. I've recently met a lot of people that have this in their top 4. So there are 4 numbers on someone's human design graph that are the most prevalent to how their energy just operates on a day-to-day basis, let alone all the other numbers that they've got going on that are active in their body. Those top 4, when you speak to people with 10 in their top 4, you see how they love certain aspects of their life so much. How much they love the people in their life. How much they love the things that make them happy. How much they love to organize and connect and sing and dance. And then you realize they're also the biggest fucking cynic at the same time. They are someone that has had an experience happen to them that has made them lose the love of a certain aspect of their life. Maybe they have legitimately lost a love in their life as a romantic relationship, a child, a parent, that has made them, in air quotes, fall out of love with life, fall into the depths of emotional hardship that a soul experiences. I'm going to read just some pieces of what it means to have gift 10 from the Gene Keys by Richard Rudd, his copy that is entitled The Gene Keys, Embracing Your Purpose. His literature about this DNA that lives within us it's breathtaking. And I know that someone will resonate with what gift 10 means. So if you're a little bit lost, pull up your human design graph and see if you have gift 10. See if this energy of how I explain what this number means resonates with yourself. Richard Rudd describes the actual name of this gift as called being at ease, where you can relate to actually the feeling of this energy within you is within your chest and specifically your heart. It is the gift of naturalness. It is the gift of being at ease with yourself. As one of the keystones of humanity, of human individuality, the 10th gene key and its frequency point towards one of the deepest of all human issues, the notion of self-love. This intangible force within human beings begins life here in the 10th shadow, or the darker side to how someone will feel this energy, where it brings continual focus on your immediate environment, which is your body. At its shadow frequency, it tightens all your life force and forces it inward, which in the long run makes it one of the most mystical of the 64. Through the lens of the 10th shadow, all you see when you look at others is people you would like to change. The life of every individual human being is a journey through the frequencies of this 10th gene key. The highest expression of the 10th gene key is a reminder that it is all a game, or to play. Even our loftiest ambitions are ultimately just meaningless. Nothing has more power than being itself. We would each do well to remember the nature of being that rests behind all the dramas of the world and our individual lives. To rest unattached in the supreme state of being, whilst at the same time practicing in the adventure of our evolution, is quite possibly the greatest task that all humans of the future will have to master. Humans are ultimately self-obsessed. I say that in a positive way. We are self-obsessed at the end of the day just to actually survive. When a push comes to shove, we are literally just trying to make sure that we are fed, that we procreate, and then we have a roof over our head, that we are safe. So it's okay that there's a certain amount of self-obsession. However, at the end of the day, we are here to be present, to be here experiencing this love of the present moment, of being in a state of self and awareness of what is around me, how my body feels, what it is currently doing when I am doing X, Y, Z. Ultimately, if we're okay with really not knowing exactly what even the next moment to right now as I record this feels like and is, it's where the magic happens. That's where my body, as I say it out loud, is having a bit of a goosebump moment. We can be okay with the uncertainty of just knowing that right now my body is safe. Right now, my body is here and alive and knows everyone else is okay too. The 10th gift is the love of the moment, is the love of the self in the moment. Watching the humans in my life that have this, that I know that I have it, make me want to be more present. The love of the self in the present moment is all a human ever needs. That's what we need to survive. As with how our world changes in the intention of how do I get organized in the moment amidst being challenged on what is so-called right and wrong when everything is actually meaningless, is just a paradox that I don't know if we'll solve in this lifetime, but that's okay. Enjoy the moment as you listen to this podcast, wherever you are in the world, if it's on a walk, if it's with someone right next to you. How can you love yourself in a moment, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, in any way more than you did 20 minutes ago.